Come on, guys, you got until April the 5th. Hey everybody, welcome to this channel. This channel is dedicated to the Washington football team, formerly known as the Washington Redskins. So if you're new here, you're going to want to subscribe. We are getting down to the nitty-gritty. We're getting down to the final few days that you have to submit your choice for what the Washington football team is going to be rebranded to. Now, I have not given it a huge amount of thought, but I felt like I really needed to at least give my submission. And yeah, I mean, I almost started to put Washington Redskins, but we all know that that wasn't going to fly. So honestly, what I decided to do is, I had to think about it. I had to think about, all right, we want a name that is, encompassing of all of us, right? We don't want just a name that kind of singles out a particular group, whether if it's in a positive light and definitely not in a negative light. But I kind of felt that, some of the names that people were throwing out was still doing that, was still kind of, singling out a particular group and then not really feeling like it's being very inclusive with others. And so I figured it's got to be something that's inclusive. So what I submitted to the Washington football team Journey website this morning is, drum roll, sorry Snickers, I woke up the cat. What I submitted this morning was the Washington Nation. And I'm sure that somebody else has probably already have mentioned that, has probably already have submitted that to the Washington football team. But honestly, that was my best choice. And all of you are probably going to be like, that sounds stupid. Maybe some will probably be like, okay, I can kind of see it. You got the Nats, you got the Nationals in baseball, and it kind of, think about it, it kind of goes back and it includes the history of when the pro football, NFL first came into existence back years and years, decades, centuries almost ago, that the football teams patterned their name after the baseball team, because back then baseball was more popular than football. And so that is really how the Washington Redskins got their name. Well, first it was the Braves, and then they changed it to the Redskins when they went to play in the same stadium as the Red Sox. To me, it would kind of be an ode back to that day. You have the Nationals, the Washington Nationals, and how about the Washington Nation? Nation is an inclusive of all of our citizens within this country. Doesn't matter your race, creed, gender, or any of that stuff. It's very inclusive. It certainly puts a lot of check marks into all of the boxes that needs to be checked. I started to say, in order to justify the burgundy and gold, we could also have said it's the Red Nation, but I kind of started thinking about that and kind of thought that's either going to make it sound like that we're trying to, promote China or Russia. So I felt that, as much as I feel like red something seems to make more sense with what we have been used to, the cadence of Washington Redskins, Washington Red Wolves, Washington Red Hogs, or whatever's been thrown out there. Washington Red Nation doesn't sound good, but Washington Nation, that was the best I could come up with. And I don't know, I think the more that I'm starting to think about it, the more that I'm starting to hate it, which means they'll probably wind up picking that. Lord, I hope not. Anyway, what do you think? You got just a little bit longer, and I can leave a link in the description of this video of where you need to go to submit your choice of what you think the Washington football team should be rebranded to. Let me know in the comments what you think. What do you think is going to happen? Hopefully that we will know something pretty shortly after the deadline. I mean, please let us know something. Don't keep us waiting. Hope you guys have a great day, and hell to the Washington football team, hell to whatever they're going to be.